Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria at Radiant Moon Tarot, and we're here doing your November 2021 love reading. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. So just so you're aware, this reading is for those of you who are in a current romantic relationship, or if it comes up a temporary separation from your person. If you are single and looking for new love, please check out the new love readings that are already posted for you. As always, remember, this is a general reading. Not everything will resonate every time. Take what does and leave the rest behind. And if you do enjoy my readings, please don't forget to hit the like button on the videos and also the subscribe button as well. All right, so we've got Come to the Edge. Now, this is an exciting energy. This is some of you are about to take a bit of a chance, a bit of a risk, a gamble, all right? A bit of a leap of faith. Come to the Edge shows that you are ready to start on the next phase of your journey with your person. Now, this can possibly be taking a chance if you are in a temporary separation with somebody. Perhaps you're willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. If someone's come back and they're like, you know what, I've done my work, I've done my healing, I've gone to counseling, I've done this, and this, and I've resolved all these things, you may just be willing to give them that chance that they are asking for. Come to the Edge also just shows that you are just, this is a wonderful, beautiful time for you to grow and to transform, and it brings with it some excitement. It shows that it's a good time for you to open up to somebody, to, sometimes it's scary to put down our barriers, to put down our defenses, and to really, really allow someone in. You are all at different stages of your relationship. Some of you are newer relationships. Some of you are very well established. All right. But this does bring that element that sometimes in order to truly get to know somebody and to truly move forward with your relationship, sometimes you do need to take a bit of a chance. You do need to put down some boundaries, some walls, and really truly let someone in. You will be glad you did when we've got the Come to the Edge card here. We also have Go the Distance. Now, I like this card because this really shows that you have the ability to overcome obstacles and challenges along your pathway. Okay, you have the ability to heal, to reconcile, to, face things head on. And when we have Go the Distance, this shows that, you are on target, you're moving forward, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Okay. And this connection has the ability to really stand the test of time. All right. And, sometimes when we do hit that finish line, and even if we do overcome things, all right, sometimes that does not necessarily mean that we welcome someone in, because sometimes that hurdle, okay, is making difficult decisions. So whether you are with your person or not, this really does show that you are really on target, you're on point, and there may be even a situation that you're dealing with that's about to come to its conclusion. All right. This can be finding a resolution to something. This can be, achieving a goal, okay, achieving a dream within your relationship, right? So, but it does show the potential for this long-term connection with your person. And sometimes we get in in this day of social media, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. And it's been proven that sometimes when we step away from social media and everyone's bright and shiny pictures, everything's all good 24 hours a day, it's been actually proven that when we take a step back from social media, sometimes our own happiness can improve, especially things like, Instagram or things like, no one ever posts the pictures of the difficult times, right? And most people post the pictures of the bright and shiny times, right? Happy family and all smiles and chuckles and all that good stuff, right? But just because there's smiles on the page doesn't mean that everything is honky-dory on the inside, right? And, even relationships that do stand the test of time with the Go the Distance energy, even those relationships do have their rocky patches and they do have their bumps in the road, and it's all how we deal with it and how we address it, right? And sometimes people do drift apart and they come back together. So this just really shows that there is a potential for a long-term connection, a long-term go the distance, stand the test of time relationship that's coming out here, but we may need to take a bit of a chance and open ourselves up to those possibilities. We have stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance, okay, or make improvements in those romance, or even welcome one back in. All right, we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life. You know what? It doesn't matter how long you've been with your person. Sometimes romance takes a back seat, and sometimes money is at the forefront, right? We need money. We need to put a roof over our head, right? And, sometimes that can really affect how much time we spend with our person. It can also create a great rift in relationships as well, especially if you've got two people that have completely different viewpoints about money or about saving for the future. Or you might have one person where they get money in their hand and it's gone the next day, and the other person who continuously saves their pennies. It can create a huge rift, a huge divide somewhere there. All right, and there's always that need to find a little bit of common ground, okay, because relationships can sometimes get destroyed over money. Okay, but it can just be that your focus right now is or has been on your finances, on your career, and now your priorities may be changing a little bit. We have flirt as well. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. I love the flirt energy. And again, sometimes when we engage in this playfulness with our person, it elevates our vibration. It makes us feel happier, more vibrant. And even if, a friend of mine had grandparents that were married for like 40 years, and I kid you not, they would still flirt across the room. It was like, okay, should we give them like some space or something? And they just enjoyed it. It was fun. It was playful. And so, flirting can just kind of keep the spark alive. And we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, now the free yourself energy doesn't necessarily mean free yourself from a relationship. It can be put down your boundaries, okay? Put down your walls, the come to the edge card, right? It can also be let things unfold naturally as they should. Sometimes we try and control every single issue every step of the way. And, we try and, to control the outcome instead of enjoying the moment, enjoying ourselves, and go with that flow. But the free yourself can also be, about taking the lead, taking charge. And if something's not going the way you want, maybe you need to take the lead. All right. This can also be free yourself from any fears, doubts, worries, restrictions. All right. From, your present or your past as well. What is having you caged? What feels that way? Now, obviously, if you are in a relationship where somebody is controlling you, okay, like, under their thumb, and it's not a healthy situation at all, come to the edge is showing you that this is the time to take action. Free yourself from that energy, right? And no one should ever be in a situation where they're being controlled, abused, anything like that. And if you are in that situation, Spirit's trying to say now is this time to break free out of that, okay? And you have the ability to do something about it, okay? Or to to go the distance on your own, to take charge of your own situation there. All right. And there's resources if you're in that kind of situation. I don't always get that energy from this card. All right, just so you know, but I am getting that right at this moment. Okay, so it's not obviously for the collective, that particular message. All right, but it is a message that Spirit wants someone to hear. So if you are in that, there's resources available. And, there's might be someone around you in your circle that can help you as well, okay? People don't know what you're going through unless you tell them. They may have suspicions, all right? But again, sometimes, right, like I said, with the bright and shiny posts that people put up on the internet and stuff like that, right? No one ever posts the pain, right? People only ever post the happy. Okay, so just because things look bright and shiny on the outside doesn't mean they are on the inside. So someone might, your closest, dearest friends, your confidants may not even know your situation if that's you. Okay, but this is your opportunity to, to potentially break free. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. But let's pull your tarot and let's see what else we've got for you guys. Virgo, for the month of November, please, for love. Thank you very much. So we've got the Five of Pentacles. There's your finances and your career. Yes, indeedy. All right, crossing you, the King of Swords. Beneath you, Ten of Cups. All right, feeling optimistic. That's not a bad thing. Queen of Cups in your recent past. Six of Pentacles crowning you. Near future, peace is the Four of Swords. All right, your current attitude. We've got the Two of Wands. All right, that's also an advice card. External influence, the Queen of Swords. Helping hand. Hopes and your fears. We've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And your overall outcome, we do have a Five of Cups. We also have the Devil energy there, and we have the Magician. Okay, a couple different storylines coming out right there. All right, so we also have the energy at the bottom of the deck that's underlying influence of your situation is the Six of Cups. Now, yes, first and foremost, the Six of Cups is about children. It is about innocence. Inner child even, okay? It is one that brings a little bit of nostalgia with it as well. All right, so part of your energy, if you have them, okay, may involve children. All right, so your children may be really important to you, their best interests, their best needs at heart. All right, you may also be in a situation where you are considering starting a family or adding to your family, okay? So children are possibly really important. But there is an energy of nostalgia that comes about with the Six of Cups as well, okay? And there is a little bit of a sometimes a warning that comes out with this, because nostalgia is fine, thinking back to the good old days, you know, where we've been, where we've come from, right? And, you know, but sometimes there is the possibility of getting stuck in the past. And it's a reminder when we get this card to stay present, stay focused, okay? Reflect upon the past and where you've come from or what you've done, or, you know, even engage in, activities there where you can let go of things from the past, worries, fears, blockages, okay? Focus on the present and make plans for the future. But it is a reminder to enjoy the here and now. Now, yes, the Six of Cups can also sometimes represent a return card as well. Okay, so there may be a possibility here where someone from your past comes back. All right, now it could be an ex-person coming back to cause some trouble, okay? Or it could possibly be if you are in a temporary separation with your person and you're thinking that there might be a possibility to get back together, that come to the ledge. Okay, go the distance shows that there may be that possibility. There might be some things for you to work through, okay, or some truths to be spoken. We do have a King and Queen of Swords that are both coming out here, all right, and King and Queen of Swords is, soulmate energy. It's matching, right? And one in the upright and the positive, possibly coming back in here in your external to come in here and have a chat. And with the King of Swords crossing, someone not wanting to listen at the moment. Okay, so a little bit at odds with each other, certainly not talking right about now, okay, but there may be a potential in the future, okay, or if the person comes back, no way, Jose, thank you very much, I'm perfectly happy in my current circumstance with my new person, and I'm not interested, thank you very much for the offer, but vamos, go away, okay, because sometimes if our exes see us happy, okay, because we do have a Ten of Cups in your underlying foundation here, okay, sometimes when our exes see us move on, especially if you're dealing with a past person, that's the Devil energy there, okay, a toxic situation, a toxic person, okay, sometimes they feel you pulling away or they see you happy with someone else or in a new situation, and they come back in just to see if they can, all right, or to cause some trouble or something, or just to pinch that nerve, right? Because, they're not always the nicest person on the planet. So sometimes that happens there as well. Or maybe they are trying to still exert some sort of control over you and you're not having any of it with that King and Queen of Swords not seeing eye to eye. All right. So your current situation, okay? So yes, first and foremost, the Five of Pentacles, there's certainly maybe some financial situation that's going on here, all right? There's opportunities on the horizon for you, and there may be help available. The Five of Pentacles quite often shows a situation where we're feeling as though we're stuck, or we've lost something, or there's no way forward, when in actual fact there is. But we do need to look at things differently, or look at the alternate solutions or possibilities that are around. This is also a reminder that there may be help available in your situation as well. All right, and it doesn't just have to be finances, okay? It can be your current situation, especially the free yourself energy. You might be feeling alone, feeling tired, feeling as though there's no way forward, feeling as though there's no way out. And the Five of Pentacles shows these are five pentacles shining a light from a cathedral. All right, so there is certainly help available, but sometimes we need to take that first step. We need to reach out and ask for it. Okay, find someone you trust, or a resource that you trust. Okay, religious one. This can be like, is a cathedral, okay, so a religious resource, spiritual guidance, okay, or some resource facility of some sort, okay, just saying. All right, but we all get in these situations with the Five of Pentacles here, where we're just feeling a little bit disconnected from our person. It can be that situation where one or both of you are focused on your money. Okay. It can just be that you're in a bit of a down patch in a relationship, right? And as we see with the go the distance, right? Every relationship goes through its ups and downs. Okay. The Five of Pentacles does bring with it an element of not feeling connected. Okay. Not necessarily, it is one of like being left out in the cold, kind of speak, right? Kind of thing. And so it can just be that there's so many other things going on around you. There's some money coming in here. There's possibly an ex-person, okay, someone from the past maybe as well. And sometimes that just causes us a little bit of a down patch, right? We don't focus necessarily on our person as much as we really want to. And sometimes we feel disconnected. And that's what that Five of Pentacles brings in. It brings in a bit of a challenge. It's a temporary situation, a temporary energy. We do have a Six of Pentacles that's coming up here. So, but underneath in your foundation here with the Ten of Cups, all right, it shows that you're trying to stay positive in your situation, and there's a lot of love in this connection here as well. Okay, so no matter what your situation is, whether it's love or just tapping into those energies of feeling positive and feeling as though you'll get unstuck or get out of a rut, or that things will improve for you, it's a positive energy to be in. Okay, so but sometimes we need to look at things differently. We need to have a conversation. We need to get things out in the open with our person, especially if you're feeling a little bit disconnected there. All right, and again, it can just be simply that you're both just kind of, you and your person, you're trying to figure out your money, your finances. All right, you may have that opportunity to improve. We do have a Magician coming up here. All right, and again, we have the Six of Pentacles, right? So it feels there's some solutions on the horizon for you. The Five of Pentacles can also just represent a lack of time as well, right? So, we get busy. Okay, so crossing you, we've got the King of Swords. Now, when we have the King of Swords crossing, okay, yes, there may be a situation where you and your person just aren't talking right about now, okay? Now, for some of you, there could be a little bit of an argument going on, not seeing eye to eye, two stubborn people not willing to budge, okay? You might need to get on the same page, okay? You might just be in the midst of a little bit of an argument, possibly over money or expenditures or how to save for the future, okay? Or you just don't have a lot of time to connect with your person at this moment as well. The King of Swords crossing does show possible communication issues. So whether you've had a fight, an argument, you may be temporarily separated from your person. Okay, and the Queen of Swords, they may come back in here to talk, to smooth the waters out, to apologize even. All right, to communicate, right? Communication is important in any situation, and it can derail a relationship really fast as well. All right, but the King of Swords can come in here also as something that you need to get off your chest, something that's not that hasn't been spoken or talked about at this moment. Okay, there's love here with this Queen of Cups. There's some really positive emotions with the Ten of Cups here. Okay, you're feeling good, you're feeling positive. Something in your day-to-day in the month ahead is just kind of like ick, you know, just a little downturn there. All right, but there may be something that needs to be said or not spoken with the King of Swords, possibly plans for the future. You may intuitively know what you and your person need to talk about to move forward. All right. And, you know, and it's just, it feels relatively minor for most of you. Okay. It's just really kind of a matter of getting on the same page, it feels like. Okay. And just getting over a little bit of a hurdle. All right. But the King of Swords can also show that there may be something where you need to put your guard down, right? We have the come to the edge energy. Okay. We have stay optimistic, right? We've got free yourself as well. Okay. But the King of Swords can show that there may be either a need to put your defenses down, your walls may be up, right? And showing you that because you have your walls up, you can't move forward, right? It puts your relationship in this kind of a lack mentality because you're not fully engaged, fully open. Okay, so you may have troubles doing that, possibly from, you know, some past situations, right? And especially if your ex person happens to be that, you know, that devil energy, right? That comes out. So, you know, sometimes our past experiences, Six of Cups, can dictate how we deal with our relationships in the here and now and also in the future. So you may need to put your defenses down, and that opens up a whole new world of possibilities and helps you move forward. But yes, the King of Swords can come in here to show you that there is someone controlling. Okay, someone who is not pleasant. The King of Swords, you know, if I read that kind of in the reverse, someone who is controlling, manipulative, someone who is not exactly a nice person. And the free yourself energy, that is the one that I'm talking to. There are resources, there's help available for you in that situation. And the Queen of Swords can possibly be someone coming in that helps you put up those boundaries, helps you detach, and helps you extract yourself from that situation if that is you. Okay, because sometimes we do get in an unhealthy relationship because there is love and there's emotions there, right? And there's feelings, but sometimes it's not what is really truly desirable and what is good for us, though. Okay, it's like a false sense of security even. All right, and you know, we get trapped in a little bit of a cycle, a toxic pattern sometimes, right? And it's nothing to be embarrassed of, it's nothing to be ashamed of. I think that part of our situation, sometimes we do have to go through that as a rite of passage. It actually makes us stronger in the end. Okay, but it's really not the most fun thing to deal with in the here and the now. So again, there might be someone that you're dealing with there that's not the nicest person on the planet. Okay, and there's that possibility for you to detach from that situation. Now with the Ten of Cups, that is in your underlying energy here. This is your subconscious, okay? It can sometimes also go to your deep past, all right? But this is all about your feelings. And with the Ten of Cups here, it shows that family, that connection, that long-term security, happiness is incredibly important to you, all right? So you may have, again, with the Six of Cups underneath as the underlying influence, okay, your children, if you've already got them, may be very, very important for you, and their happiness and well-being, safety and security is number one at the front of your brain, all right? This is really what is driving you forward, what giving you a little bit of motivation. This can also represent that you may be in a situation where you want to start a family and you might be feeling your biological clock ticking. And some people think that only women have the biological clock, and that is actually not true. Men have that too. So you might be feeling as though, you know, you really want to get started, you want to start a family, but there may be some finances that are getting in the way. You might be under consideration, is this relationship that you're in right now, is this the one that will go the distance and that will give you that long-term peace of mind that you are looking for, okay? And it could also just be that you are really feeling really positive about your situation, okay? There's just some day-to-day things that are getting in the way, some arguments, some disagreements, possibly over money, maybe just feeling disconnected from your person, and you've just hit a little bit of a bump in the road. And ultimately there's a lot of love and there's a lot of happiness and positive energy there, and you've just got this really, really good underlying energy of feeling positive, feeling hopeful, that you will achieve whatever you want to achieve, and that you will find your bliss again, and that you will you will find solutions, and you will move forward, and you will move past something, okay? Because some of you actually, someone could be dealing with a workplace situation that is just really kind of overtaking your relationship, right? And it could be just temporary, but someone may be looking for a different career. All right, especially if you're dealing with an ornery boss, or it's like a workaholic energy that's coming out. So if someone is spending all their time at work, it may be temporary, but if that is something that is overtaking your life and it's not going to change, then you might be looking to make that change, okay? That could be you, or it could also be your person, right? That boss that's a workaholic, and just because they work 24 hours a day, they think all their employees should. So there may be some boundaries that need to be put up if that's the case. Your recent past, we do have a Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups also shows a lot of love. All right, it shows a lot of love, a lot of emotions. It does show a calm energy. All right, the Ten of Cups also shows a very calm, peaceful vibration as well. All right, so with the Queen of Cups, this can be absolutely just this wonderful, wonderful connection that you and your person have. There's a lot of love, just a lot of positivity. All right, and again, just a bump in the road. Okay, but for others of you, the Queen of Cups can also represent you opening yourself up, or being willing to open yourself up to long-term love and long-term potential here. Okay, and again, it it can be that either there is love and it's not enough. Okay, with that Five of Pentacles, not enough. Okay, or there has been something that has transpired that has needed healing. Okay, so you, in this Queen of Cups energy, this is like the path to recovery, the path to healing in your situation, okay? And there is promise, there is potential, all right? But of course, both people have to be willing to talk, willing to chat, and willing to forgive and let go. And sometimes that can be hard, right? So, but the Queen of Cups does bring in this wonderful, loving connection with you and your person. It also brings in intuition. So intuition, King of Swords intuition, and Queen of Swords intuition as well. All right. And it's really important for you to let your intuition guide you and help you along every step of your way. Okay. It will never lead you astray. It will never lead you wrong. And the only times that we have to sit there and go, yeah, hindsight's 2020, is when we know what our intuition is telling us, we know what our gut instincts are telling us, and then we ignore them and we do something different. And then, a few months down the road, we're like, yeah, I knew I should have done that. Yeah, I knew I should have. Hindsight's 2020, right? And all those things. And when it doesn't actually have to be, but we're all in those situations at any given time. So with the Six of Pentacles in your crowning position, this is your goals, thoughts, possibilities. So you really are keeping a positive mindset, as well as feeling positive as well. The Six of Pentacles shows that you are expecting things to improve. You might be expecting some sort of financial reprieve to come in. All right. And, perhaps you've just, you or your person have just been working on, a project, and at the end of it, you're going to get, that promotion, that raise, a bonus or something like that. Okay. Or it'll just improve your resume so that you can break out of that situation and find yourself something better. But this does show that you really are expecting your relationship and your investment in you and your person to improve as well. The Five of Pentacles can be that energy where one person is doing more work or is more invested in the relationship than the other person. So balance is maybe very important to you. All right. And the Six of Pentacles does bring in that balance, right? Two people putting in the work. Okay. Equal, how should we say? equal investment, all right, and not one person just pulling all their weight, right? And sometimes we have in a relationship where one person, they do all the cooking and the cleaning and they make the decisions, and it's like all the responsibility falls on their shoulders, right? They feel like they're sure there's two people in a relationship, the Five of Pentacles, but they feel like they're doing all of the heavy lifting and they're on their own. The Six of Pentacles shows that there is a need or there's an importance or a goal in mind to restore the balance, restore the harmony. All right. Now, the Six of Pentacles is the law of giving and receiving. Okay, so for everything that you put out, you're expecting to get back. All right. So, you're like, I'm invested in this connection. And if you're in a separation with your person, this may be one of your sticking points, right? Is that, you know what, you want to come back? Okay, let's talk about that. All right. But my sticking point here is that I expect you to put in exactly the same amount of time, effort, and attention into our relationship and to our connection as I do. I'm not your parent, right? I'm not your babysitter. Okay. And I really am not going to be the only one committed to this relationship while you go off and have fun and I'm left doing everything on my own. So that may be a really big consideration for you. Balance is really the key. Okay. But if you're dealing with anything from a past person as well, there may be some money situation involving your children as well that come in here. All right. And, maybe someone has fallen behind on their alimony payments or their child support payments or something like that. And that puts you in a little bit of a difficult spot with that Five of Pentacles, right? Something not quite working out, but you're expecting that situation to improve. All right. Now, part of your restoration of your relationship or some harmony or improvements for some of you, there may actually be, attending some sort of counseling or something like that. Okay. We do have one person here doling out information, wisdom, okay, and then two people learning, okay, receiving that wisdom, right? So that might also be, if that's your situation there, that might also be your case, is that you are, one of your sticking points, if someone wants to come back, maybe that, okay, sure, but I expect this, and one of my things is that we need to go to counseling here to make sure that we know how to communicate, that we're on the same page, and all of those things. So balance, fairness, equality in respect to your situation, right? And you're certainly keeping a positive mindset and positive feelings, which is super, 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 super important considering we do have the Magician coming out. Okay, so it's really important to be mindful of your thoughts and feelings when that little guy comes out. All right, so your near future, we do have some peace of mind coming in here with the Four of Swords. This is first and foremost you being very connected with your intuition, okay, reconnecting even, all right, and paying attention to your intuition, and that's where you may get some guidance. The Four of Swords is also a energy of peace. Can be one of forgiveness. It's one of healing as well. Restoration. Okay. Taking a bit of a break. All right. So, so you could be getting some sort of reprieve here with the Six of Pentacles, and this puts your mind at ease. Okay. Your challenge, your hurdle is overcome, and it's like, oh, thank God, that was a tricky patch, right? It can be you and your person finding a peaceful resolution to a situation here. Maybe someone issues an apology, all right, or someone's willing to talk. You get back on the same page, back on track, exactly where you're meant to be. Okay, and moving forward. All right. But the Four of Swords can sometimes also represent you taking that time out that you need to think about something. All right. To think about your way forward, think about what you want, right? Just connect with your higher self. All right. Or even just take that moment, if you have to have a really important conversation, sometimes you need to take that moment to think about what you want to say, so you don't put your foot in your mouth, okay? Or you don't fly off the handle in some way, okay? Or you just, you might be just trying to like get your wits about you, right? A little bit of a calming, peaceful energy there, or you just know that there may be something that you need to deal with moving forward, all right? And you're just gathering your strength or even just your courage. in order to do that. Okay. So, but certainly bringing in that peaceful energy, that calm vibration with that Four of Swords. All right. So, for those of you who you're just dealing with some day-to-day ups and downs, okay, things are going to get better for you. You're going to talk. You're going to get back on the same page. All right. And, it's just one of those little bumps in the road that some days feel insurmountable, but overall, they go the distance. Your current thoughts. All right. This is your current attitude, how you feel about the situation, but also advice. Okay. So for some of you here, you're really making plans for the future and you don't have any worries at all. You're like, oh yeah, no, we're just dealing with our day-to-day stuff here and whatever. We'll resolve it. We'll get over with it. We'll talk about it. The obstacle really isn't that big, and we're feeling really kind of positive, right? So certainly looking out into the great beyond there, making plans for your future and feeling pretty damn good. Others of you here, sorry for that little growly noise. It's my dog over there. I don't know if you can see her. Anyway, she's just having a bit of a stretch. But for others of you here, you may be keeping your options open with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about making plans, okay? And it is about, it's a bit of a daydreamer energy, okay? Like dreaming of the future, thinking about where you want to go, right? It's a little bit of contemplation, right? The world is your oyster. Okay, we do have a world card here, right? So, for some of you, you're just really you're looking to the future. You're dreaming, you're thinking about things, right? Your possibilities, right? And a little bit of contemplative energy, right? Am I in a situation that it's going to go the distance? Can I overcome our current struggles? Am I where I want to be? What do I need to do to get to where I want to go in the future? And it's not really one of taking action, all right? It is that one of patience and planning, okay? And, as far as an advice card would go with the Two of Wands, would be to figure out what you want and then take action, because sometimes we can sit there and we can get lost in a daydreamer energy, and that's where we get into procrastination, we get into overanalysis, things like that. And ultimately, in order to achieve our goals, our desires, we do ultimately need to first of all know what we want, set our intention, okay, which is important with the Magician, and then we need to take action. We need to take the next step forward, right? Getting stuck in one place or knowing what we want and then never doing anything about it isn't going to do any good. Okay, so that Two of Wands is that reminder that, figure out what you want, figure out what's important to you, okay, have a plan, and then get ready to take action, okay? Patience, right? Patience, but, dream big. I mean, we do have the Magician here, so, so dream big, right? And, the future shall be yours, right? Whatever you want, you can create. You can create the life of your dreams, right? But you do need to believe that you can, first and foremost. All right. And again, we've got some really beautiful positive energies. It's just this little pesky Five of Pentacles there thrown into the middle of this scenario, creating this little bit of a bump. And then of course the King of Swords, which can certainly be someone being a little bit ornery, okay, or just not willing to talk about something, okay. So, but again, part of at least someone's discussion here may be about someone's rash decisions in regards to money. However, your external influence, all right, we've got the Queen of Swords. Now, first and foremost, we'll talk about the energy that's around that's influencing your situation, and then we'll address the Queen as a person. So the energy here is about communication. Okay, your intuition is trying to guide you. All right, this is really about, this may be a situation in your relationship where you need to put emotions aside and you need to think about things logically, clearly. You need to communicate, you need to get on the same page, you need to get something out in the open, speak your truth, be honest, be forthright, okay, but also be welcoming of someone else's opinions, ideas, or input as well. All right, the King of Swords there can show that someone is not being very open and welcome. All right, but the Queen of Swords shows that, discussions can be had, opinions can be shared, thoughts can be shared, right, without shutting someone down or shutting someone off, right? And this may be that time where emotions don't need to necessarily play a huge role, especially if you've got financial situations that you're dealing with, or if there's even reconciliation on the table here. All right, sometimes we need to hash things out in a positive way without getting nasty, without getting ornery, all right, and being open and welcome to someone else, what someone else has to say. The Queen of Swords can also come in to say that you need to put up your boundaries somewhere, okay? And the Queen of Swords is an excellent energy for putting up boundaries. So, so sometimes we need to put up, how should we say? There's a difference between boundaries and walls. All right? And boundaries are healthy, walls are not. Walls keep all the good and bad in or out. Boundaries let the good flow, but keeps the bad out. And when we put up healthy boundaries, this is a positive thing. And we don't always want to put up boundaries with someone or have even that conversation, right? Or draw our line in the sand, right? Because sometimes we're afraid of how someone else will react in a situation, right? We don't want to upset the apple cart. But boundaries are a necessary part of life. And if someone gets really, really annoyed that you're starting to put up those boundaries, then they're probably taking advantage of your good nature anyway. All right, so the Queen of Swords brings in those boundaries. But as an external influence, the Queen of Swords can also be a person around you that can help you to see your way forward, to help you see the logic in a situation, can give you some super duper good advice. If you've got the Queen of Swords around, this is typically somebody who is older, probably someone who has been through their fair share of failed relationships, someone who has a really, how should we say, succinct way of delivering some messages and some news. They don't mince words, okay? But they've got a really good heart. All right. And they're full of wisdom and intelligence, and they're really good at getting their point across. All right. I wouldn't want to cross the Queen of Swords though. Okay. But anyway, so there might be someone that like that can really help you in your situation, or help you see someone else's point of view. Or if you're in this free yourself situation, okay, they may be someone who can really help you detach from a situation that is not healthy for you, and that may be the help that you need. All right, but certainly some words of wisdom that may come in there. So your hopes and fears. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. First, the fear of being destitute. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles is first and foremost an energy about money. Okay, and we do see money coming into your scenario. All right, and not all of you, of course, but the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is a fear of loss. Losing your money, losing your fortune, not having enough, okay, not being able to provide for your family, for yourself. All right, and it is a deeply rooted fear that actually a lot of people have. Okay, it can also be compromising your own values as well, right? Because we can quite often look at the pentacles as our values, right? What we hold dear, what is important to us. Okay, and when we have it in the reverse, right, it's that fear of loss, right? Compromising our values, people pleasing someone else at the expense of ourselves and what's important to ourselves, right? But it is also, the Seven of Pentacles in the upright is usually a card of patience, planning, taking your time, all right, assessing a situation. And so in the reverse here, it can be, part of that fear. What if I'm making the wrong choice? What if I didn't look at things properly? What if I, rushed into something, okay, instead of taking my time? But, we can also address this as a hope, right? You're hoping that things will improve, right? Yes, there may be that fear of losing something, okay, but you're actually, we can maintain a certain hope for the future, a hope that things will get better, and a hope that we will get what we want, all right, and, have the ability to grow and to move forward. All right. And we do have this hope there with that Six of Pentacles, right? So, it's just sometimes that may be something that needs to be addressed, right? Is this compromise of fear of values, or this fear of losing money. And, especially if you're dealing with somebody who is a little bit wishy-washy with money, okay, or reckless with money, right? And this might be that point that you are looking to really get across, right? Because not everyone grew up in a place of abundance, right? And sometimes we do want to save for the future. We do want to put the money aside, and if someone's just whittling away our fortune, right, that can really cause a lot of anxiety. So sometimes that may be a really important conversation that we have to have with our person, okay, before you get in too deep. All right, especially if you're in a newer relationship, right? You might see what they do with their finances or their money, and that might just really kind of scare the pants off you a little bit, right? Because that might not be in alignment with your values. Okay, so your overall outcome here, though. Okay, so we've got a couple of different messages that come out here with this. All right, so five of cups, okay, which is an energy of loss, but there's still something remaining. Okay, the devil card, yes. Now it could be, first and foremost, the devil card is about making better choices, okay, or about needing to make better choices and keeping a healthier perspective, keeping healthy boundaries. The magician is all about something new, manifesting something new, having the focus, the resources, the skills that you need to achieve your goal and achieve what you desire and your dream. Okay, there's always a warning that comes with that devil card there, okay, because we don't want to be obsessed with what we want. Okay, we want things to unfold exactly as they should. So first and foremost, okay, someone may absolutely be walking away from a toxic situation, okay, using all of the resources at your disposal that you've uncovered to break free of this devil energy and to walk away. Is there feelings of sadness? Yes, there is. However, there's really a lot of hope here for the future as well. All right. This also feels here with the Five of Cups that others of you are making better choices. Okay. Yes, there's been something that hasn't gone your way or some difficulties that you are looking to overcome. There's still hope for the future here. The Two of Cups. All right. So you're processing some things. You're looking to see what didn't work out and why. And then you will focus on the future, focus on your solutions. With the Devil card there, right, we do show the magician really reinforcing the idea that you do need to keep healthy boundaries and a healthy perspective. All right, and to make those healthier choices, right, and to move forward, release yourself out of anything that is restrictive. Okay, and so some of you could absolutely be manifesting a new career path here, right? You're letting one go with the Five of Cups here, right? And you're letting this toxic situation go, or this one that's overpowering your life go, and you're manifesting in something brand new and something that's a lot better. All right. This can also, be finding your way healing over a negative situation that you've been dealing with that devil energy, and you're doing things a little bit better in the future. Okay, whenever we have the devil card that comes out, there's always a need for perspective. When we have the devil card come out with the magician, it's a warning. All right, and the warning here is that you have the ability to create the life that you want, that makes you happy, that fills you with love, that is balanced and is fair, that is two people on the same page with positive communication. You have the ability to see your future. However, when we have the magician, you do need to be mindful of your thoughts and your feelings, because the magician has the power of manifestation. We can manifest the good and the bad. And wherever we put our focus and our attention, wherever we put our energy, is what we will attract into our life. So if we focus on the negative, if we focus on what we don't have or what we don't want, then Spirit's reminding us here that yes, this is what we will attract, and this is how our life will become. So when we have the devil card with that magician and that Five of Cups, I see this as a warning, okay, or a reminder. We'll say that. It sounds a little bit less sinister than a warning, okay, but it is a warning, okay, but it's at that heads up, okay, that we all deal with negative situations. We all deal with things from we all deal with things from our present, from our past, okay, and it is up to us to find our way forward, to put up boundaries, to have conversations, to do things a little bit better, to make better choices, all right, and to focus on moving forward, okay, and attract the positive things in our life. Focus on solutions, not problems. detach from the past, make those better personal choices as well, okay, and focus on our future and what we want in our lives and not what we don't want. So it's a little bit of a heads up in that regard. All right, so I'm going to leave that there for you, okay? The power is yours. So I'm going to leave that there. Let's see, one last piece of information, advice, please, for Virgo. What else do we need to know? And actually, you know what? The interesting thing is that in your reading, the only two major arcana card that are coming out are in the Magician and the Devil energy. Okay, so, you know, so this really does show that you have the power, okay, and you have the power to improve or not your situation. All right, so interesting. Anyway, so don't take anything personally, transform your life. All right, and when you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. We also have don't take anything personally, okay? Ignore the opinions of others. Whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their own opinion according to their belief system. So whatever they think about you is not about you, but it is about them. And we have to sometimes keep that in mind when we have people in our lives that they're giving us advice and they mean well, okay, but their advice is quite often based on their experience and not necessarily as what we would do. So trust yourself first and foremost. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestation, no results, and no rewards. What did we say with the Two of Wands? Know what you want, but then you need to take action. And that's exactly what this card is saying there. All right, so repeating message there for you. Don't make assumptions, discern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe they are the truth. We make an assumption, we misunderstand, we take it personally, and then we react by sending emotional poison with our word. This creates a whole big drama for nothing. Speak, communicate, be honest, be truthful, get things out in the open, and then there's no room for misunderstanding. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something in this reading that resonated for you. If there was, please don't forget to hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button as well so you always know when I post new readings with that notification bell. Feel free to leave me a comment as well if you wish. And I thank you for watching. I hope you have a great month. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.